John Kerry and Alyssa Altobelli, Christina Mauser, Era Zobayan, Sarah Chester, Peyton Chester, Kobe Bryant, and Gigi Bryant took a flight to a basketball camp. All that were on the plane were there to support the future of some amazing young ladies that desired to play basketball and play it well. As we all now know, on the foggy morning of January 26, 2020, their plane crashed on a hillside near Calabasas, California. There were no survivors, and the lives of their family members were changed forever. This so reminds me of the times that we, as healthcare provider, will try our best to save a person's life, who will ultimately die due to their wounds or their disease processes. We would then have to accompany the physician to the family room to tell the family something that we knew would change their lives forever. And then we would struggle with our own hurt, reliving the moments of giving this drug or that drug and running back in our mind whether we did enough. Also living in that space where we know that death is a part of life, and our best laid out plan in some cases will ultimately lead to that dreadful moment when we pause and call the time of death. Each person on that plane was living so that they could reach another goal, climbing higher on the ladder of Maslow's hierarchy to self-actualization. Self-actualization is the realization or fulfillment of one's talent or potential. We all have this, but there are those of you who are scared to take the step forward to reach your goals. For example, there are those of you who will say that you would not be caught on a plane, but you will be caught in a car. Comparatively, there are 5 million car accidents to every 20 plane crashes. Therefore, it is safer for you to ride a plane than it is for you to ride in a car. I have to admit that I struggle with planes also. I have to sit in the aisle seat and not look out the window because it elicits a bit of anxiety for me. However, I will not let this fear stop me from getting to my destinations in life. Once you find your purpose and the goals are set for you to obtain them, the ways and the methods to get there should be flexible. If you have to take a plane to get to your destiny, take the plane. You see, we all have a dash. The dash is a time between your birth and your death. Many of us think that we will live until we're 80, 90, or even 100. I am willing to say that maybe, just maybe, Kobe thought that too. Or maybe he didn't. Whatever the case, I know that he was on the journey to future goals that were not yet fulfilled. He may have been fearful when he decided to leave high school, skip college ball, and go into the NBA, but he did it anyway. He may have been fearful of the invasion of privacy Gigi could face, knowing that she would be in the spotlight simply because she was his daughter, but he encouraged her anyway. He may have been fearful of what would happen after his retirement, but he did it anyway. He may have been fearful to get on that plane that fateful morning, but he did it anyway. We can never know the dangers in each step to our destiny. However, we can never know what would happen if we don't take those necessary steps. You were put on this earth to fulfill a purpose. The 2 most important days in your life are the day that you were born and the day that you find out why. Les Brown said that the graveyard was the richest place on earth, because it is here that you find all the hopes and the dreams that were never fulfilled, the books that were never written, the songs that were never sung, the inventions that were never shared, the cures that were never discovered, all because someone was too afraid to take that first step towards carrying out their dream. Don't be that person. We need you. Be the person that rises above. Be the person that takes that leap forward. That person that, as Lisa Nichols says, plays full out. Live this life with no regrets. God says his ways are higher than our ways. His thoughts are higher than our thoughts. He wants us to live an abundant life, but he gives us a choice. The choice to step out on faith and honor what He has ordained for your life. Kobe taught me that when you take those leaps, sometimes you fall, but more times than not, you will live an abundant and fulfilled life. A life that is amazing. And you will leave a legacy of trying, sometimes succeeding, sometimes failing, but always failing forward. A legacy of power, fulfillment, love, and accomplishment and faith. Kobe once said that he was reflective in the sense that he learned to move forward. He reflects with a purpose. I leave you with a charge to set and crush your goals. And don't have the assumption that tomorrow is promised, because it is not. This is Dr. Viola Pierce, the Nurse Nurturer, nurturing healthcare providers one message at a time. If you like today's video, hit the subscribe button and don't forget to leave a comment. This is a dialogue, not a monologue. Have an awesome day.